Hey guys, it's Mo, and today I'm going to share with you my little DIY micro notes that I have been working on for the past couple of days. We are going to go over how I made this little cover here, as well as how I made some of the dividers. These cut files, there's going to be cut files. They're going to be available in my shop. You're going to get 2 files for a cover, and then 3 side dividers, 2 top dividers, and then a little file that you can use to make a little bookmark. I'm hoping you can kind of see this guy here. I just made him out of laminated a lamination pouch or whatever that I have laminated with nothing in the middle. I don't know. I don't have words recently, so I hope this video makes sense. So this is a little like how-to tutorial video featuring the cut files that are in the shop. So what do I mean when I say you're going to get 2 cover files? So let's bring in the only example of a micro notes thing that I have is this keepsake planner, I think they were called when they came out. And you're going to get 2 types of cover files. So you're going to get this one, which is the size of this without the laminated edge. Hope you see what I'm saying here. So this is the exact size of this thing. So this whole cover is 4.5 by 3.5. This file is 4.5 by 3.5, or designed to be cut at that size. So what you would do, which was what I did here, you can see this is laminated, you can see it's got a little bit of glare on it, is you would laminate a piece of cardstock, scrap paper, something that you like, and then run that through your Cricut, and then you have your cover already done. The second file is going to be this size, which is the size of the card inside of the laminated part of this cover, if that makes sense. And this is what we're going to use today. We're going to decorate this and then laminate it and then punch it to fit on the micro notes cover. So let's jump into the files, how to use them, and how you will cut with them, etc., that I have filmed as a screen recording for you, so you can see them in Cricut Design Space. You can also use these in Silhouette Studio if you want to, totally can. I just really like to make tutorials using the Cricut Explore, Cricut software, etc. So let's jump into that. Okay, so the file when you get it from the shop is going to be labeled Micro Notes Elements 5/16. It's going to be like every other file from the shop. You're going to need to unzip the folder, download it from your Etsy page, unzip the folder, and then you're going to be getting a scalable vector graphic. I have it in a program right now called Inkscape. This is what you're going to import into Cricut Design Space. So we just want to go to Cricut Design Space, click on New Project, and then we're going to go to Upload, Upload Image, Browse, choose our SVG, Open, and then you can name it whatever you want to name it, but I'm just going to hit Save, and we'll select it, Insert Images. And often I find that, for the most part, these vectors, whatever I do, they don't import at the right size. So what we can do is hide these 2 gray ones, and then we're going to select this. We're going to change the height. Whoops. We're going to change the height to 4.5, and that should automatically change everything the way we need it here. So this yellow cover, or the yellow file here, is going to be the full width cover. So if you were to laminate a piece of scrapbook paper and then run it through your Cricut now, it would be the full 4.5 by 3.5 in width. These 2 gray ones are the ones you want to cut if you're going to do the project that we're going to do now, where we're going to decorate a page, laminate it, and then punch it. So you'll want to hide these yellow ones because you don't want them to cut. Then you have this one, which is the bookmark. So you can hide that if you want to cut that from laminated, just like a straight up laminated plastic just a laminated pouch with nothing in the middle. That's what I use to make my little kind of quote unquote acetate kind of page dividers. So we can hide this. Then we have the side tabs that are all like a shade of green. And then we have the top tabs that are shades of purple. So if you're going to cut them all from one piece of like copy paper, or you're going to cut them all from, it doesn't matter what color they are, like you're not going to place these on individual mats, we can just go to color sync here and take everything to be the same color. That's what I did to get everything to cut on 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11 regular copy paper. So then we'll hit make it. And we'll tell this that we're using 8.5 by 11 paper, and it'll sort it onto 2 mats, and then we just cut and go. I think I set my dial to like light cardstock or even iron-on. It just depends. And I would also use a really well used green mat or really well used blue mat. You don't want your copy paper to be like super stuck on there, because I have had the paper get stuck to the Cricut mat and then you can't get it up. So you want to make sure it's not sticky at all. So cut these guys as many as you want, for as many notebooks as you want to make, and then we'll get to decorating. Okay, so now that we've seen that a little bit, I'm going to go over some covers and stuff they've already made. We're going to talk about the sticker books that are going to be really good for this, and then I'm going to make a few covers to show you some ideas. We'll make some covers and some dividers. So let me zoom in here. Since these guys are so tiny. So this is what I ended up making. I'm trying to get, so you can see there's like a little bit of, I don't want to call it bubbles because it's not taking away from the look of the planner. It's just there's little pockets around these stickers. So I have this cover, and when you flip it over, it's got this on the back. I have this first divider that I put sticker book stickers on, and I'm also going to show you how I'm going to deal with these edges here. You could decorate the back. I didn't decorate the back. It might also be beneficial to cut. I would maybe cut your cover page, these pages, out of regular weight. I think this is like 32. This is like a heftier weight printer paper, a nicer printer paper to print your planner inserts on. But I would maybe print, because you're going to laminate these, and you don't want to stick that through the Happy Planner punch, which is not that great of a punch for lamination to begin with. You don't want to break it. So I would print these on a regular weight copy paper, and then maybe, and by print I mean cut, bleh, and then maybe cut your dividers out of a thicker white cardstock. I didn't do it. I'm going to laminate these guys. I don't know if you all remember way back when Happy Planner first came out and their tabs weren't laminated and everybody had the little hacks for laminating the tabs. That's what we're going to do today for that. So I made this one, I made this one, I made this one, and I think, yeah, I have one little top tab one that I made. And then we also have this back cover can also be a front cover. So I have 2 covers. So I would, you know how we get bored with our covers, I would suggest doing that kind of thing, which is what we're going to do with these today. We'll make something that's like a front and a back cover, and then something that's like a front and a back cover, so that you can have multiple covers for your guys. So what kind of sticker books work for this? What I have found is that the mini sticker books, let's see, is that zooming in or out? Okay, so the mini type of sticker books are going to work better for this, because I think I've used a lot from this one, because you get these like long horizontal stickers here. Let me see if I can find more. I think I passed them. I have a couple Missmaker. I bought so many Missmaker sticker books because I was like, this is my favorite one. Okay, and then you can also get really long pattern ones like this. This one had a pattern on it. This one had a straight pattern on it. And then these guys are also really helpful. So anything that has a big pattern, which I'll show you. So I took like one of these guys and turned it this way. It doesn't fit the exact length. That's why I use these little scallop borders here. And so I put that down that way. It fits, it's longer. I did use one of these on this cover here and some of the washi and some of the scallop things. It's longer this way, so it fits better. You'll also want to find maybe stickers that are sticker books that have a lot of deco in them, sticker books with quotes in them. So I'm going to go through, I think I'm going to go through and show you some ones that would be really good to use. So anything mini, because you're going to have the long stickers in it. So this is the mini seasonal. This is, which I think I'm going to do a mini Glam Girl one today. This Glam Girl one has the long washi style stickers. It also has lots of deco and quotes. I want to find, and it has like these guys. So these would be really good to use on dividers. So I'm gonna set this aside because I think that's what I'm gonna use. You could also use the color story type of books, because I'll tell you why then. Not only does it have, oops, I think I hit the camera. Not only does it have like a bunch of deco in some of these here, it also has things that match. So you can use some of these patterns, these quotes, things like that, and then you've got the longer washi and the little kind of deco that matches it, you know. So here's some longer type washi stuff. Here's some more deco, you know. You'll have things that will kind of match. So here's another one. You could maybe put a quote like in a lower corner of a divider or something like that. Then you've got these other deco things that match. You've got these going on. So the color story books would be good for it. Quotes, any kind of quote book would be great. I don't know if I have, I'm trying to go through. Yeah, quote books would be good. Any kind of deco style books would probably be great too. You can also paste these on like white paper. Like let's say you want to use a solid color cardstock, or maybe a decorative cardstock or something, scrapbook paper. You could stick these down on a white piece of paper and then cut them out. It's going to add bulk, but then you wouldn't be able to see the pattern through the clear sticker, if that makes sense. Other ones that might be really good would be the big teacher ones. There's lots of quotes and stuff in these, and then you do still also have those longer stickers that you can use for your dividers and covers and stuff like that. So, and then there's big, you could chop this little quote up. There's some decor, you know, you could do a really cool cover with this notes home. Like it could be just something that's real simple like that. Then I know that they also have these washi books, the Happy Planner does. So that would be a great use of these washi books, is to use them to accentuate your covers. And then I also pulled out this color story one. That's the big color story. I got this at Tuesday morning, I think. And oh, anything also with like the huge double boxes. Like let's see, this isn't a good example because it's just like barely gonna fit because it says Hello Weekend. I don't know. I don't think that would be the best thing to use. And I think that's, yeah, like this would be sideways where it says one thing at a time. I don't think there's gonna be just a solid patterned one. If you didn't care that, you know, your quote was gonna be sideways, you could probably do that. Yeah, these all are not just patterns, they actually say stuff. But you could use the big old, oops, I keep hitting the thing, like, I don't know, somehow put this at the bottom, you know, something like that. So maybe we'll do one with the mini Glam Girl. Maybe I'll try to do one with this one. And then also I think it would be really cool to do one with this type of mini book. You know, you got all that kind of stuff in there. So We could even do like a mini trendsetter one, because some of this stuff reminds me of trendsetter, like this. So let's start with the Glam Girl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my 2 covers. And again, I kind of want to make, let's zoom in here. Maybe I should have not chosen white on white here. Again, I kind of want to make a front and a back cover, and then I kind of want to be able to flip them and have the back cover have a front cover on the back. I hope that makes kind of sense. So that's all I'm going to do for right now. I'm not going to do the little top tabs or whatever. But we have this, we have these. I am going to speed through decorating a second set of these guys because I don't want to waste the lamination on just this, because we're not really going to laminate these tabs, the whole tab. We're just going to laminate the sides. So let me speed through doing another one with another book here. So now that we have all of these decorated, so we've got front cover, first divider, second divider, third divider, back cover, and then vice versa. This could be the front cover. I have made 3 of these guys. Now that we have these made, what we're going to do is stick them through the laminator. So I have these 5mm, they probably have dog hair on them, 5mm laminating sheets. Now the Happy Planner, I'm pretty sure, uses 10mm or something much thicker, but you're not going to be able to punch that with any type of punch you may be able to buy. And 2, you're definitely not going to be able to punch it with the Happy Planner punch. And then what I also have, because I don't want to waste a whole laminating sheet to do the tabs, the way I'm going to show you, I got with my laminator these 3mm like small ones. They also make ones that are like business card size. These are like 5x7 size. So I'm going to get a couple of these out. Yeah, let's see. 40 letter, 34 by 6, and 33 by 5. So I had a 3 by 5 size. Are these 3 by 5 or these 4 by 6? I don't know. Anyway, I had a smaller size, so it's got to be 3 by 5. I don't know. So I'm going to put these back in my collection of laminating pouches in my drawer here. And basically what we want to do is laminate the covers with the 5mm sheets. So you don't really necessarily have to worry about getting them super straight. And then also what I would double check when you go to do this is that we have rounded all of the corners before we commit to this. So that one has rounded corners. What was I saying? You don't necessarily have to be super straight with this because you can use your paper trimmer to get it more straight. I'm gonna actually do these this way. So I should have made 4 of these guys because I'm gonna waste another, maybe I won't. No, because I'll just use those to make bookmarks. I'll use what I have left over to make bookmarks. I really don't prefer this set that I made. I think it is not that great. But so now we'll do the front and back cover of this one. But yeah, like I said, you don't necessarily have to be super straight because this line, you know, this line is straight and this line is straight. So we're just going to use that to line up with our paper cutter. Make sure all the edges are rounded. Yeah, okay. And then we're just going to stick this through the laminator. I don't know if mine is hot yet. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's try and do this way. We are just gonna stick it through the laminator. After you've run it through the laminator a couple of times, you're going to want to take like a bone folder or something and kind of go around the outside to hopefully help it seal a little bit more, and then run it through again and keep doing that to make sure you get this whole edge sealed. And I'm just going to cut these apart because we want to run them in sort of separately too. So to hopefully get them sealed more as well. So this is the top of the lamination pouch that we use. So we shoved this one up in there. So I'm gonna kind of go off of the fact that for this one, for this cover and this cover, that this top line here is more or less straight. So then we can just line this up, and the measurement that you're looking for here is for it to be 3.5. So we want to make sure, yeah, 3.5. We want to cut a little bit and then make sure that we are going to have enough around the outside for our little lamination guy. And then you can also maybe even take this and kind of line it up too, you know, or even, that's the one I already made, but you could take this too and see if you're kind of on the right track. So basically we just want to leave, you want to leave a little bit of space because you're going to have the little bubble around where it's been laminated, and then you're going to cut through plastic that has been fused together. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. And you can always take off more, but you can't add more on, if that makes sense. So just, so if you have to overestimate it, overestimate it. And then what we're going to do is run this back through again to make sure our edges are sealed. So now if this is a straight line, then this should be a straight line. So we can line it up here and make it be 4.5 inches. This one, I shoved it up a little bit too far, so it's going to be I may even trim this down a little bit because I don't want there to be a lot of lamination around it. Well, we'll do it all the way up to 4.5 and I'll see what I think. Yeah, you see how this is smaller up here than it is up here. So where did I put this? I may, well, it doesn't seem to be too far off. We'll trim it. I'll crop the edges or crop the corners, and then I'll see how I feel. So now we're doing another 3.5. Where's my corner chomper? And then I got my corner chomper here. So that looks pretty good. I have it not in frame all the way. That looks pretty good, I think. Again, this is like some sticky stuff that it was from the inside of my laminator. So let's do this guy. So this up here should be more or less straight. So we'll just line this up 3.5. That looks about right. And if, oops, I'm not even in frame up here. If you think you might be a little bit off, you can always base this line of the cover, the actual physical paper in there, as the straight line and kind of eyeball it that way, because we know we precision cut the inside paper with the Cricut. So it should be, again, more or less straight. So you can just kind of adjust that like that and then cut this. And again, once you get one straight line, it's going to be easier to chomp this guy. Or I guess cut this guy, not really chomp him. Okay, and then 3.5. And I think you're going to get something that comes out more or less pretty great. It might not be exact, but I think it's going to be pretty great. So then now we have a front and a back cover. So we're going to punch it on this side. And then we have a front and a back cover. Then this will be punched on this side too. So we'll have a front and a back cover. So that's how that's going to go. What we're going to do is, the reason why you want to have these small guys again is because we're going to waste a lot of this. You don't want to waste a whole big old sheet if you're just going to be laminating the tab. You don't want to waste a big old sheet. So we're going to cut this, trim this down to be right here, and then cut it a little bit as well, and then laminate it through our laminator. Just setting that little guy right on there like that, pushing it all the way up. And we're going to pray to the laminator gods that it works. And I think that it did. Sweet. So now you have like a little laminated tab. Ain't that cool? So we can stick this back through like this. Maybe I don't want to do that. I don't want to sacrifice this. It kind of got warped a little bit. Maybe I should stick it in this way. I don't want the punches to get trapped. This is a long video, guys. I'm so sorry. So now that we have our little tabbies laminated and we have our covers laminated, I go ahead and I do use the Happy Planner punch. It takes some force. I mean, if you don't want to use it, don't use it, but I have been using it and I think it works okay. You just got to use some force. What I normally do is I take the bottom off so that I can clamp down better to get it to go through. And I've taken this guy and lined him up this way and put a piece of washi tape where the holes for the punches are going to line up properly. Also, if you take the bottom off, then you can line up something like this guy or this guy and then put your piece of washi tape. I think this got moved a little bit, so I'm going to get this out of the way. Put this down better. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so the next thing is you want to make sure you're punching this the right side. So I would always just go ahead and whatever you're going to use as the front cover, you know you're going to punch it on the left-hand side. So just don't even try and deal with these as back covers, etc., because you know it's going to go like this and you know it's going to go like this. So just punch the front covers as if they were both front covers, not caring about the back. So we'll take this guy and we'll line it up here, and then you can press it down, and then usually I pull it up and do something like this a couple of times to make sure we've gone all the way through. And there we go, we got this one. And I'll do it to this one. So again, I don't necessarily recommend this, but you can totally do it. So now, where is my Miss Maker cover? So we've got our Miss Maker cover. I'm just going to put this guy back on here. But you can see now we have a Glam Life one. So now you've got this little like glam girl, and we can take and put our tabs in. And they did get a little bit wrinkled from the laminator, but that should even out, especially if you're going to have your planner closed, you know. So then we just clip these guys in. I shouldn't have done these all three at the same time. Then you have your little tabs. And you can use again, you can leave them unlaminated or you can laminate them, and you can use like a little label maker or something to put them on there. But yeah, so that is how you make the cover, the tabs, and these little divider guys for a micro notebook that you can DIY yourself with the templates in the shop. So I know this was a long video. This is going to take me a while to edit. I know this was a long video, but I do hope that it was helpful for you. And now you can customize your own covers. I mean, it's pretty great. You can make your own coordinating thing. Like if you wanted to have an only Miss Maker one, like you had enough stickers and you just wanted this to be a Miss Maker type of thing, you could totally make it that way. If you want to have a mini notebook or mini planner or something that coordinates with your regular classic or mini or something type of planner, then you can totally do that. Like if you have a Stargazer, I realize now that I did a lot of just the Happy Planner Girl lines. If you have a Stargazer, you can make a mini Stargazer notebook. I think I might be able to, or I think I might be doing that here shortly. But if you just want to have different covers for the notebooks you already have, if you need more dividers, etc., all of this is in the shop. And there are also these printables for the graph paper, the weekly pages. They have the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the days on them, and then also a monthly spread with the days as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was long. If you liked the video, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I would love for you to stick around and see more of my creative planner content. You can also join the Printable of the Month Club over on Patreon, and that will get you, for $3 a month, you'll get access to an ever-growing library of planner printables. Sometimes there's die cuts, sometimes there's inserts, sometimes it's a planner cover printable. Yeah, I just do a lot of different printable things over there. So thanks so much for sticking around with this, and I will talk to you on my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.